Hello everybody, Jay Barino here, continuing StarCraft Remastered. We're on the Protoss campaign. Let's watch The Ambush, followed by Into the Darkness.
Hey, Sergeant! Sarge! Hey!
You will immediately tell me why you have called me from my desk, Private.
Protoss unit, Sarge! Coming through the South Pass! It looks broke!
Kill it! Kill it!
Executor, I sense that Zeratul and his brethren are close by, but I have been unable to make contact with them. I fear they may be in grave danger. We must scour this area immediately and find the Dark Templar, lest they be overcome by the Zerg.
Alright, rescue Zeratul, Tassadar must survive. This is a really short briefing. There's actually removed dialogue where Jim Raynor pops in. He's like, be careful, it's actually Kerrigan controlling these Zerg. I don't know why they removed it, but whatever. Okay, kind of like how I mentioned at the end of the last mission, this really is basically gotcha the mission. There are infested Terrans everywhere. They just unburrow at random times. Mass Recall was a little different, where you could kind of bait them out, but in StarCraft 1, I think there were like specific triggers about when the infested Terrans spawn. It's really strange. But I don't know, I had a lot to do with the Marines, I think, with like the Marine placement, or maybe it's Tassadar, because I remember, again, this was from memory long ago, where you would send in hallucinated units, and it wouldn't trigger some of the infested Terrans, which is, again, kind of silly, but that's I didn't say silly the first time, so it's not really again, is it? I don't know, just ignore me. There we go. Okay, so let's try to get through this first part without overusing Psi Storm. Let's head in here and grab our first group of Marines. What's up, buddies? I do not mind at all. I see that they retained the burrowed stuff on the ground. See right there? That's burrowed Zerg. You can just barely see it on this tile set. It's easy to see on this tile set specifically, which is really nice. Okay, there are 3 Hydralisks here. Again, I would rather not use his energy because it's a pain to have to wait for it to regenerate. Took just a little bit of health damage on one Zealot there. I should have just moved the Marines in. I don't know why I didn't in retrospect. And Tassadar's already getting his shields back very, very fast, which is really, really nice. Let's move up with the Marines. Where are our first groups of infested Terrans? I don't remember. Oh my god. Okay, Hey, so, gotcha the mission. Let's continue. Let's just do this again, shall we? Unbelievable. Well, now we know. Again, it's like random triggering. Oh, well, this one's going to come behind you, and it's when you move just a little bit past a specific area with a specific unit. I don't know, man. Drives me crazy. Back up, back up. We can let Tassadar get rid of this one. And we also know that there's that group of Hydralisks that we can storm before we have to directly engage them. I can't believe... I could leave a Marine behind us to just take the heat from that initial group, I suppose. That would be one thing to do. And I don't even remember what is over in that direction. It's probably just more rescuable Terran. We'll try to rescue as many as we can. There were a lot of Terran in this installation. A lot of dead Marines and ghosts. Okay. I don't mind if you tag along. Hurry up. Come on, let's go. Okay, let's hotkey them separately, and let's go ahead and throw down a save. I'll keep doing this delete thing, and there we go. Okay, so let's stay close. We know that there's an infested Terran that pops up behind us. Let's see if we can see where those Hydralisks are. Okay, that worked out really, really well. What I'm going to want to do is keep the Zealots away, and then maybe we can target fire... We can target fire the infested Terran on its way to us with the Marines and Tassadar, or we hallucinate, which feels kind of like a waste, but we can do it. Go ahead and stay back here, buddy. Okay, let's move on in. Where is it? I don't actually know where it is. What? Did it just not spawn this time? Okay, there it is. Cool. And it looked like attacking it once with a hallucination made it blow up, which is pretty nice. Let's see if there's another one in this room. Not only is there not one, but we were able to actually pick up control of things with a hallucinated unit, which I didn't know you could actually do. So we have to be careful as we backtrack too, because there are different triggers with what makes infested Terran spawn. Like I said, it's just basically gotcha the mission, which is garbage. But you know, it is what it is. We also have the luxury of being able to get a Dragoon in this mission later, which means that we have to figure out how to get it up and down stairs, which shouldn't be too bad, but it's still a pain in the butt because they're just giant units. Like getting Goliaths and Dragoons up and down stairs is just the worst thing ever. Let's be careful. I don't remember if there's an infested Terran in here either. It frightens me, is all I'm saying. It frightens me. I'm honestly keeping the Zealots in the back because of that. Yep, there is one. There it goes. Come on, come on, come on. You can get it. Yeah, this amount of Marines should be able to kill infested Terrans before they get to it. But they still have a lot of HP. Okay, we're good. This mission just scares the bejesus out of me, but that's also because I hold myself to a bizarre standard on micro missions to lose as few units as possible, which is not always necessarily needed. Somewhere in here, we can get more units, I think. I think we get our Dragoon up here. But there's like directions where there are a bunch of Zerglings that you don't need to go. So I see this. That was very satisfying. Did we get them all? We got them all. Okay, so let's head on in. Let's save again because we know that somewhere in here there's probably more infested Terrans. I guess Marines lead the way. I don't know why I would have you lead the way. We gotta be careful with our energy on Tassadar, though. It's just not worth using all of his energy this fast. I see some burrowed stuff here. I don't recall this being an infested Terran. So let's lead with him first, then follow with everything else, then get in with the Marines. +3 Zealots do a lot of damage, man. They're great. Okay, I'm gonna assume that there's gonna be a flame trap here or something, so let's move up with the Marines, hold position. Well, what do you know? Anytime there's stairs with a flat surface, without like other doodads there, assume a trap. Okay, and then that was really dangerous of me, I think, just to run up there with just the Zealots. Eh? Okay, nice. We have found our other Protoss units. Now we have to try to get these guys up and down stairs. I don't think there's anything on this room, but let's check. And I think we can get other Terran units if we go and check up here, but is there something up there? I thought when I played Mass Recall that was there. But again, there's mild differences between the Mass Recall map and this map. Specifically the way the Infested Terrans function as well. StarCraft 1 Infested Terrans are tunnel vision. They pick a unit they want to hit and they go straight for them. And you actually have an opportunity to sort of path block them. I'm proud of this Dragoon. He got down those stairs no problem. That shocks me, actually.
How may I help?
Anyway, let's go up here and see if we can get another Fatty Storm with Tassadar. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Go, go, go.
Trap? Trap. Okay, Hydralisk's here. Should not have even gotten close. Nice. Okay, and then the Dragoon in the back, who's also a 3/3/3. I'm very happy about. Let's save, because I remember. I swear there was stuff up here.
Yes, Executor?
But
Of course.
I thought there were fire bats up here, but this is like the edge of the map. So let's inch up and see what we can find. This is just the beacon, right? Yeah. I'm not even gonna bother trying to get the Dragoon up the ramp. Seems like a waste. Zealots protect my Marines, assuming there are no infested Terrans. I would hate to lose all 4 Zealots to 1 infested Terran. Okay. Everyone's up the stairs now, so let's get in there. And I just saved, so if there's an infested Terran, it's not the end of the world. I'm almost... Well, he came up here anyway. I'm almost positive... What? There was nothing up here. Just a bunch of Zerglings. My memory has failed me. I had really thought that there was only... Or there was another room up here with fire bats or something. Maybe that was only in Mass Recall, but I don't know why Mass Recall would have added Rescue units when they weren't there in the original game. So I think it's probably just my memory. I usually default to assuming I'm the one that's wrong in most of these cases. It's kind of an interesting way to approach things, because I think one common trap people might fall into, like when thinking about something such as mental illness, say, is they think, well, if I was crazy, I would recognize that I was crazy, which is kind of counterintuitive. If you're crazy, then you don't, like you wouldn't be able to recognize it. I don't know. At the same time, I'm not an expert on the topic either, but you'd like to think like, oh, I would recognize I was crazy and get the help that I need to get. But I mean, who's to say that they know? Okay, let's go on the hunt for infested Terrans, shall we? I think there are some that are burrowed here. I'm surprised one has not unburrowed yet. This is our ultimate destination, is down this hallway, I believe. There's one. Got him. All right, second Zealot. Why don't we head you up here, because I think there's one up here. I don't know about down here. So one of these hallways has the bunch of Marines that we can rescue. I don't want to approach there until I have all my combat units ready to do so. There may be burrowed infested Terrans, which worries me. There's one. Worth it, okay. And doing all of this has allowed Tassadar to get some energy back. Let's move on up. I want to keep the Zealots back. I mean, we already looked for infested Terrans, so let's move on in. God damn it. No, we got him! Oh, we got him. That was so close. Back up here. Wow, he unburrowed right on top of all my Marines. See what I mean? He was burrowed, but it was triggered. He wasn't actually there. It spawned with a trigger, as far as I could tell. See, that's what I mean. Like, oh, you can hallucinate stuff. Haha, being clever. I can be on the lookout for this stuff. But oh wait, just kidding. They spawn right on top of you. You can't see them because they're not technically burrowed.
How may I help?
You can't bait them out with hallucinated units either. Okay, so let's save, because I do want to come on down this way to rescue the big group of Marines that are down here getting smoked. So let's go. Okay, and this Tassadar is here. Let's throw down a storm. That was okay. Could have been better, could have been worse. We don't have to go further into this room. Okay, and then I actually have more... I actually saved a good amount of Marines there. I'm actually very happy with that. Good job, Jay Barino. You just saved more Marines that can die to one infested Terran blast and ruin your day. Anyway, that was good. Let's come on up here, because there's a beacon we have to hit to unlock the door. So...
Your will?
I just keep saving. I mean, why not? It's really, really risky. It's the
Yes, Executor?
Zealots that are not worth losing to a random spawn. Oh my god. 3 Marines could have been worse, I guess. I'm not happy about it, but could have been. It could have been worse. Okay, well, we still have 9 Marines. That's fine. Okay, well, we had to come up here anyway, and then it's just the triggered infested Terrans. I don't remember exactly where they are, so now I just have to be really, really, really careful. We killed one up here. Let's just hallucinate a zealot, even though it doesn't 100% work, but we can hallucinate a zealot. Get out of the way, buddy. To see what we can find here. I don't remember any infested Terrans hanging out on these catwalks and stuff. Did you hear that? Okay, bunch of stuff here. We can storm those Hydralisks. There's nothing else here. You just go all the way down here. He might not make it. That's a long way for him to go, but that's okay. We can always just hallucinate another one, but he might run out of energy. I just want to get him as far down this hallway as possible to see if there are any other... No, don't attack the traps. See if there are any other infested Terrans. Wow. There's so many on this map. They just ruin your day. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tassadar moved towards the edge. Oh, that's right. Hydralisks. Storm. Moved out of the storm. I'm a fool. I should not have. I shouldn't have moved. I should have just stormed and stuck with it. Okay, Marines lead the way. Then, let's get the Zealots up the stairs first. Okay, that's fine. Let's just hit the button. Get out of here. Cool. Okay, so that's done. This may spawn more infested Terrans. I don't remember. So let's just stick close. Stick close. I keep seeing the beacons. Okay, slowly, we'll make our way back. I would not be surprised if an infested Terran spawns on the way back. But I don't know. It was probably maybe there's a switch where it's clear when you hit the beacon, which would then allow the trigger to fire even though you've already walked through these. So it's like a location trigger that only fires once a certain condition has already been met. Like if the player owns this, if the player owns the beacon, then only spawn the infested Terrans? I don't know. Let's come on down here, though, with these units and just keep clearing out the traps. The missile traps are challenging, but they're fine. They'd probably do more damage to large units, I'd imagine. Did you hear that? It's just a triggered infested Terrans. Come on, give me a break. Let's move on down here.
Standing by. Outstanding.
Your will? Of course.
Okay.
It shall be done.
I already came down here.
Yes, Executor.
I guess let's do it again. There's a... Really? There were 3 infested Terrans in this hallway alone. I don't... Wow. Seems like there's way more than I ever remembered.
Yes, Executor.
Then there's some that are just spawning randomly. It's dirty. That's dirty. Let's send the hallucination through the... Oh, there's no teleporter. Yes, get this one. Get this one. Have him blow up. Damn it. Maybe we can get close and storm him before we get totally boned. Okay, let's move on up. Sometimes when they can't go the way they want to go, they just turn around to see if they can find another path. But when another path doesn't exist, I don't know why they even bother turning around. It's just a strange thing. Okay, good work, Tassadar. I do have enough for a storm, which we're gonna need, because this is a pretty large group. What we're gonna have to do is draw them... Dragoon, come on. Come on, Dragoon. You can do it, buddy. Yep, he's done it. He's done it. Dragoon has done it. And then this last Marine. He's got 4 hit points. He's nervous, because he knows I'm gonna use him for infested Terran bait eventually. As every commander should as every commander has to do. The weakest Marines get sacrificed for infested Terran bait. Keep the Zealots in the back. We can have them engage later. Okay, careful, careful. Right here. Oh, yeah. Stand still, you asshole. And just in case there's another one, let's attack, attack, attack. Okay, getting those Zealots in there, man. They are awesome. Okay, and then... my memory is failing me for basically where anything else is on this map.
Of course.
Oh, sweet.
It shall be done.
Oh, sweet.
Of course.
Get some fire bats in there to roast the big wave of zerglings that comes later. The ghost we can use to scout, I guess. But otherwise, I don't have much of a use for him.
Ghost reporting.
Okay, you're going to be a separate control group. That was a nice fatty group of units there that we didn't necessarily need, but they are useful. Could hotkey the zealots.
Give me something to shoot.
I could hotkey the zealots with the fire bats. That way I can keep my melee units away from whenever there are
Call the shot.
I hear
big groups. Well, not big groups, but any infested Terrans in general.
Standing by. Call the shot.
Okay, here they come. Want to clump up here.
Want to turn up the heat.
I'm gonna storm. I see an infested Terran there. We killed him. Wow. See, that's an instance where we get very, very lucky with the way that pathing works for the infested Terrans. I could have tried to focus fire him with Marines, but either way, it did work. We've basically finished the map. We've kept all of our Protoss units alive, and a lot of the Terran units for that matter. We lost a group of 3 Marines to an infested Terran, right? I didn't reload prior to that. But anyway, right now we're mostly just trying to find where the Dark Templar are, and I believe they're right up in this area. Yep, that's where they are.
will, it shall be done. For Adun.
Okay. Let's just move on up here. I don't think there are any more gotcha moments, but it's worth still playing relatively safe.
How may I help?
I think there's some defenses we have to destroy up here.
Call the shot.
Indeed.
Of course.
Let's not be foolish.
Call the shot. Commander.
I mean,
Go, go, go.
have you
Let's move.
realized what channel you're watching? We will be foolish, but
How may I help?
okay, let's attack, 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 attack. If there were infested Terrans in here, the automated defenses theoretically would have killed them. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, let the zealots take the heat. Cool. Tassadar, go find our buddies. These Terran will be able to escape. I don't know. Are we forging some sort of long-term alliance with the Dominion? No. It's just a nice thing. A nice thing we've done.
Yes, Executor. Tarakala.
Here we are. I think the intro of Zeratul is really cool. How you can't see them until you get very, very close.
Dark One. I have come to bring you home.
Greetings to you, mighty Tassadar. I knew that you would not forsake us. For in the time that you have spent with us, you have learned to value our ways and our methods. You have learned to channel our dark power, as well as that of your masters. And thus you alone have found completeness beyond the scope of the Kala. But I fear that the Conclave in its pride could never bring itself to welcome outcasts such as we.
Outcasts though you may be, it is your vision and courage that may yet save our homeworld from the swarm. I beg of you, Zeratul, return with us to Aiur. Though they are petty and have in ignorance cursed your kind for generations, help me save our people.
Since our banishment long ago, we have never failed in our responsibility to Aiur. Though it shall cause us great pain to see our homeland once more, we shall return with you, Tassadar. We will do what we can.
Nice. Zeratul's still looking like he's broadcasting from under a sewer grate, but that's cool. We have done it. We didn't even lose that much stuff. Look at that. Look at that solid 97 APM. We're getting a little closer to 100. When we're on macro maps, we're typically sitting at like 50. So I'm fine with that. A little nervous about those infested Terrans. Actually, most of that is probably from trying to get the Dragoon up the stairs. All right, this has been Jay Barino. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.